Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Number 2 is, we have to pay respect to Ovada Sayadaw with Okasa and to observe 8 precepts. Now let's see Okasa. Okasa, 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 Kayakam, Vasikam, Manokam, Dihudo, Apikate, Pabyao Nyingyu, Ateshidwa, Aname, Yambe Kinjong, Kaumu Mingla, Kipasi Jin, Achunga, Paya Yedana, Teya Yedana, Sangha Yedana, Dihudo, Yedana Myatumba, Siya Tamarugu, Ayu Ati, Leso Moyue, Shiko Uzo, Fumyo Mansho, Karoba I Shimpya.
Semengo Panida Rama Dosaka Yita Night Papa Osule Layo Pi Kamatan Tana Tu Chaja Punlemu Jampu Yaranam Yatumaru Yuti Limia Le Umuye Shiko Buzo Pumyo Malio Grovato Panama Kutukan Sirinari Swan Anu Waja Titos Gayita Nepatamia Alu the Pita upon E. Kurin Gova Natana Rune Be Tandaya Miu So who the Mia Machavati Mani Metue under the Now Shem Mishija. At the Shiji Jamaji Kuaji Chandamia Yampinya Jijin Saido Lucia Tona at the Loki Lodia Konyu Chanda Mingla Pauno Nitizon Javasi.
Sharopia Bigo Sunapia or Lucimpia.
The little Chogi
Sharopia is blessing that especially the foreign yogis who come here to take up the meditation, as you all have already paid respect to the Triple Gem, to start the meditation in the forest center, Siaroji's forest center. As you all are going to start the meditation, may you all be free from all the dangers, both the seen as well as the unseen beings. May you all be able to live long. May you all be in health and may you all be able to take up the meditation practice well. Now Sayadaw will start to give 8 precepts. Chant the 8 precepts.
Hambante Tisaranena Saha Atinga Samanagata Uposatha Silam Dhamma Yachami Anukahangatawa Silam Detha Me Bhante Dutiyampi Hambante Tisaranena Saha Atinga Samanagatam Uposatha Silam Dhamma Yachami Anukahangatawa Silam Detha Me Bhante Tatiyampi Hambante Tisaranena Saha Atinga Samanagatam Uposatha Silam Dhamma Yachami Anukahangatawa Silam Detha Me Bhante Tibegar Shimfia Video the Kuboya Tomane de Goa Yana Tomane de Goa Inga Shibashi the Ubotila Utongi Dai Tonkama Video A Chimyote and the Arche Shipa Tila Kayu Sauti Ni Piva.
Sayadaw explained what he had chanted just now. So now we all have taken refuge to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. May Sayadaw guide us to observe the 8 precepts. Sayadaw, please give the 8 precepts, please chant the 8 precepts for us. That is the meaning what Sayadaw says just now.
Yogi the Chuleve Purabadam Hotu Pagong Pavalime. There are 2 Guru Fuiruga Pudan Saranaka Chamisa Divoli. A team Masu Kaimo. The board to Lucian level like Sujabo. The bomb to Lucian level at Ali Ninhaimare. The Yichi Raro Dhamma Pompa Mambe Lukayuja Shilushi Lulapare. Elu Kayuja Shibira Shipati Lag Lulu Chojo, Ting Deviro, Picta Bavana Tiari, Yuti Lili Sazane, Jute Yote Eti, Nyamia Lulu, Atu Nambi Solusiano, Puilikina Pare.
So as the meditators who come from abroad, there may be some who are non-Buddhists. So Sayadaw says, as they are non-Buddhists, now we are going to chant and observe the 8 precepts. As they are non-Buddhists, it is up to their own wish whether they would like to chant or not. If they don't want to chant, it's alright, but just keep silent. The important fact is, as long as they believe in Dhamma, that it is the true fact, then by observing so, you will achieve the benefit. If you can have that kind of realization, that is good enough for one. So Sayadaw says, if you have that fact, please keep silent for the non-Buddhists. So as for us, if we are after observing the 8 precepts, we need to vow to make, not to break or not to broken any part of the 8 precepts. So after observing the 8 precepts, we have to practice Satipatthana Dhamma practice as we all have cherished with due respect, and if we cherish very much, then we would believe that in the end we are going to achieve the benefits what we are aiming to. If you believe that enough, Sayadaw says he appreciated.
Purabada Mahokumia and Ilegaro Lulu Lala body. Yeah, like Masuna Vimelo Logama Logi Tapinyari Pedune, Yudu Sura Namushivare Logi Tapinya, Yudu Ha Tapinya Pedu Tanga Talu Tapinyari body. Tinjavi Solushi. Loka Tonsa Ayagaro Yuti Fuchia Badero who are Posine, you are a Muro Daro, Loka Bawa Majabo. Kuga Udaboma Yuji, who Machivi Melo Agutri Tabona Teaha, the gay Yiji, Tapinya Tea and Ninevoli, the water video. Eddie Fotane, Tribita, Tapinya, the Mugu, Peter with it. Share Yibo Mavoli. You be Lisa Dates who the Tonsa Shiva at Tama. Eragaro Tonsa Shiruta Jopjata, Funyero, Gogoya, Meluda, the Luda of Jobo.
So Sayadaw explains that as for the non-Buddhists, it is up to the wish independently. If they do not want to take up Buddhism, it is their own wish. It is just like we are learning the lessons or pursuing any kind of subject in the worldly ways. There are teachers and pupils, or giver and taker. So as for us, if we want to learn one subject or any of a kind, if we really want to achieve the end of that education, then we need to have due respect to the teacher. Instead, or if we are not understanding well, then if we want to take the upper hand, it is not natural. So as a pupil, we need to be obedient and we have to take due respect to our teacher. And also another important fact is, as for this Satipatthana Dhamma practice, it is a kind of education which is incomparable to any kind of worldly education. So as for this Satipatthana education, which had been handed down by our teacher, the Buddha, and our Sayadaw, then we need to have due respect very much. But because Sayadaw have to say so, Sayadaw is not persuading anybody to take Buddhism.
We do Buddha Tadana Nebera Haro, Buddha Tadana Pijara Pukuri Ha Yoki Kisabe Pupu, Gulu, Sendamine, Tamaki Sari, West Hoya Soya Body. The Soyaki, she Uzwa body. The gate, Bawa Senda, Minting Bede, Yijibu, Mankane Yijibu, the Apira Bude, Buddha Guru, Utangye, Tajavare. Shishigale, Pimari, Nati, Brahmana Panditi, Mimpuna, Mint the tea, the jewelry, what is it? She has a sawari. The Emanashijare, Piashiku, Tunjing, Shiku Yavadama, Eragaro, Namo, Tasabagawato, Arahato, Sama, Samudasa, Sagona, Pumwe, Sama, Mingala, Anine. Yusu Puzotuare Piachiku, she Jado Piachiku, and the water Lucia, never like Sujara, the woman to never Nina Mare, Damagu, Mianuluci, Geneva.
Sayadaw explained, as we are going to learn whether we are taking up any worldly education or we are taking up the Buddha's teaching, which is incomparable to the Lokiya or the mundane education, then by taking up, we are uplifting our life because of the Buddha's teaching and civilization. So as we are following the teaching of the Lord Buddha, we have to pay respect by bowing to him. So Sayadaw explained, not only today, in the ancient day, there were Brahma means Brahmins, or the rich people, or whatever the caste or the race is, whenever they pay respect to the Lord Buddha, as we have chanted in the beginning of this opening ceremony, we are saying as Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So these 3 times we have chanted just now. So Sayadaw says, as for those who want to take up the chanting, you can say so. If not, you can keep silent. As long as you cherish this Dhamma, Sayadaw appreciates it.
Hello, let's no.
Now please.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Tikatagaro Shicha so Gatavabe, Piashiku Gatavabe. Toke to the Miasofia Unyupare Sravani. Humble for music, Unyupare, David. So the Eddie Mimidu Unya Chete Buddha Belu, Yigo, Yidwidi Shitro, Jamapjata, Geneva, Rahato Sama Samudasa. Rahato Suragaro လူတွေမှာယာကရောသမောဟညီညွတ်မှုတွေကအကြီးအကျယ်ရှိနေကြပြီပဲလို့ဘုရားမှာတော့အဲ့ဒီညီညွတ်မှုအရှင်းမရှိဘူးလုံးဝတတ်ဆင်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အလေးပဲရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီကိုယ်ကိုပြပါတယ်အခုတတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဘာဝနာတရားအထုတ်ကြတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေဟာလူရဲ့အဲ့ဒီအညီကြီးကင်းဝေးတတ်ဆင်တဲ့ခုံရရှိရပါပဲမြတ်စွာဘုရားကိုယ်တိုင်လည်းပဲတတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဘာဝနာတရားအထုတ်ပြီးတော့လုံးဝအညီကြီးတွေတတ်ဆင်သွားပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီတတ်ဆင်တဲ့အည်သွေးကိုသူအရဟတောဆိုတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ပြပါတယ်တတ်ဆင်ပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အများရဲ့လေးစားခြင်းမြတ်လို့ခြင်းအလိုလိုပဲခံရတော့တာပါပဲတတ်ဆင်သူကအများရဲ့လေးစားယုံကြည်ခြင်းယူသေးခြင်းခံယူလို့တဲ့သဘောတော့ရှိတော့မရှိပါဘူးဒါပေမဲ့လို့ဝန်းကျင်ကဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်သူဟာအလုံးဝတတ်ဆင်ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ပဲဆိုပြီးတော့တည်နာလဲပြီးတော့ယုံကြည်အားထားကြလို့အလိုလိုပြောကြတယ်ပါပဲပြီးတော့တတ်ဆင်တဲ့အကြောင်းခုံကြောင့်အများရဲ့ကြည်ညိုလေးစားခြင်းအကျိုးကုန်ပါမြတ်စွာဘုရားမှာရှိပါတယ်ဓမ္မအဲဒီအကြောင်းကုန်အကျိုးကုန်ပြပါတယ်ဒီဂုံတိရသဖြင့်မိမိတို့မှာဘာကျေးဇူးရှိတယ်လဲဆိုတော့ရိုးသားတဲ့အခြေခံပြီးတော့အကျင့်တရားနဲ့တတ်ဆင်ရင်အများရဲ့အထင်မြင်သေးခြင်းမခံရဘူးဆိုတာပေါ့လေချင်းမခံရသည့်တောင်တော့မှအထင်မြင်သေးမခံရဘူးဆိုတာပေါ့လေနမူနာရေးနိုင်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါနမူနာလေးလည်းရစီဘုရားကိုလည်းပဲဥတိုက်စီဂုဏ်တော်တစ်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ပေါ့လေဥတိုက်တဲ့အနေမျိုးလည်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Jara explained what we have chanted this short stanza. This stanza has been chanted since the olden days and we have been bowing with the great respect. So to the Lord Buddha, as we are paying respect with this stanza, we need to understand the virtues of the Lord Buddha. So from the numerous virtues, Jara explained one. That is Arahato. Arahato means that is Buddha is completely freed from all the defilements or completely he is pure or purified. Incomparable to Lord Buddha, then all the beings, our mind is dirtied or soiled with all the defilements like raga, lust, anger and delusion. So while we are taking up this Satipatthana Dhamma practice means we want to purify our mind. As we want to purify our mind, we are following the path of the Lord Buddha's teaching. As for the Buddha, who himself have purified his mind and attained the Buddhahood. So because as he has attained the Buddhahood, Buddha have achieved the respect from all the people. As for one whose mind is completely pure, then he would have the respect from the other people. Although the person who himself has purified his mind, he doesn't want any respect or any ulterior motive to get anything from other people or other beings. But everybody comes to understand that as he is the purified being or the great being, that purification becomes a cause for the Lord Buddha, and as a effect, he becomes a cherishable person, and he is also respected by all the beings. So, after the purification of one's mind, one will become very humble because of the purification in mind. Although a person is humble and maybe that person doesn't get any praise from the others, but he may be respected because of his purification of mind. So likewise in the same manner, Buddha, who had this purification of mind, and that is one of the Buddha's virtue. So now let's bow to Lord Buddha because of his complete and pure purification of mind.
မြတ်စွာဘုရားကတရားတွေကျင့်လို့နောက်ဆုံးအရဟတမေနဲ့အပြတ်ရှင်းလိုက်တဲ့ညီညာမှုတွေထဲမှာမောဟခေါ်တဲ့အဝိဇ္ဇာပါသွားပါတယ်အမှန်ကိုမသိမှုဒီမှားမှုခေါ်တဲ့မပြတ်သားတဲ့သဘောပေါ့လေအဲ့ဒါပါသွားတယ်ပယ်တယ်ပါသွားတယ်အဲ့ပယ်တယ်ပါသွားတော့မြတ်စွာဘုရားမှာသိစရာတွေမှန်သမျှကိုနှလုံးသွင်းလိုက်လို့ရှိရဲ့မသိတာရဲ့လို့မရှိတော့ဘာဖြစ်လို့ဆိုမသိမှုပယ်လိုက်တာမသိမှုပယ်လိုက်တယ်လို့တိမမှုလည်းပဲမြတ်စွာဘုရားမှာပယ်လိုက်ပြီမသိမှုရောတိမမှုအပြတ်ရှင်းပလိုက်အဲ့ဒါနှလုံးသွင်းရဲ့ဘာမဆိုပေါ့လေအကုန်လုံးသိတယ်အဲ့ဒါကိုဗုဒ္ဓဆိုတဲ့စကားကပြပါတယ်
For the Lord Buddha, as soon as he had attained Arahata Magga, then he had extinguished or completely eradicated moha or delusion, or in other words, Sayadaw explained it is avijja or ignorance. So as these ignorance and delusion are completely or permanently eradicated, he became the knower of all. Whenever Buddha intend his mind to come to understand one, he will know the truism or he know the truth. Not only that, he eradicated all the delusion, all the wrong understanding. So that means not only he know the truth, he also know what is wrong and he has eradicated. So these virtues are shown by the word Buddha.
အဲ့ဒီလိုသိရမှာလည်းပဲလောကမှာအတ္တပညာအမျိုးမျိုးတွေရှိပါတယ်ဝိဇ္ဇာအတ္တသိပ္ပအတ္တဆိုတာရှိပါတယ်ဒါတွေကတော့ကြံစတွေးခေါ်ပြီးတော့သိရတဲ့အတ္တပညာမျိုးတွေပါပဲဖြစ်နေတာကတစ်မျိုးသိတာကတစ်မျိုးဆိုတာဒီလိုဖြစ်နိုင်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့သူတို့ရဲ့အသိဟာပြည့်လည်းမပြည့်စုံပါဘူးအမှန်လည်းမမှန်ပါဘူးမြတ်စွာဘုရားသိစရာတွေမှန်တယ်များသိတာကအဲ့ဒီလိုဖြစ်နေတဲ့ကတစ်မျိုးသိတာကတစ်မျိုးမဟုတ်ဘူးလေသူဖြစ်တဲ့အတိုင်းသူဖြစ်ရှိတဲ့အတိုင်းသိတာအဲ့ဒါကိုသမ္မာဆိုတဲ့စကားကပြပါတယ်သမ္မာဗုဒ္ဓဖြစ်ရှိတဲ့အတိုင်းအမှန်တိုင်းသိတာသိသူလို့ဒီလိုအဓိပ္ပာယ်ရပါတယ်
Sayadaw explained, in this world there are education or subject to be learned. They are from the arts or from science. So as whether this subject is from science, it belongs to science or arts, then they have to speculate and they have to think and research so and so. So in that way they come to understand so and so is the answer. But Sayadaw says, these answer they are getting from speculation or from thinking, or they cannot reach to the right answer because the speculation is one kind and the real answer may be another kind. So how can one reach to the real answer to understand the truth of the nature? But in contrary to all the beings, Buddha, through his mind, whatever he knows all the truth. So that's why Buddha got the virtue, and this virtue is shown with Samma Sambuddha. What? Samma Buddha. Samma Buddha. That means the truth is known by Buddha as truly as it is or as they are.
အဲ့ဒါလို့မှန်မှန်ကန်ကန်ပေါ့လေသိရပါသူတစ်ပါးကတစ်ဆင့်တင်ပြလို့သိတာလည်းရှိပါတယ်ကိုယ်တိုင်တွေးခေါ်ပြီးတော့သိတာမျိုးလည်းရှိပါတယ်ဒါတော့ဒီလိုအတီတူးတွေရအောင်လို့ဘဝအဆက်ဆက် ပါရမီတွေကိုဖြည့်ဆူးလို့ပါရမီပြည့်ပြည့်စုံတဲ့အခါမှာတည်တာမျိုးလည်းရှိပါတယ်ဘုရားကတော့အနောက်ဆုံးဒါနစာရည်တဲ့ပါရမီတွေဖြည့်ဆည်းဘူးလို့ပါရမီတွေရင့်ကျက်တဲ့အခါမှာအခုလိုသတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဘာဝနာတရားတွေအားထုတ်လို့အညီကြီးတွေကင်းစင်သွားတဲ့အခါအထူးသဖြင့်ဘောဟအညီကြီးတွေကင်းဝေးစင်ကြယ်သွားတဲ့အခါမှာကိုယ်တိုင်သိတာပါဒါမှမဟုတ်သံဗုဒ္ဓလို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်အားလုံးပေါင်းလိုက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့သမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓသိစရာဒီမှန်လို့ရကိုမှန်မှန်ကန်ကန်ကိုယ်တိုင်သိသူလို့ဒီလိုဆိုပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါသမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓစဆိုတဲ့စကားကပြပါတယ်အဲ့လိုခုံကြီးနဲ့ပြည့်စုံဗုဒ္ဓပါအခုအဲ့လိုခုံကြီးနဲ့ပြည့်စုံတဲ့ဗုဒ္ဓရဲ့လက်ညှိုးချက်တွေကိုခံယူပြီးတော့ကျင့်သုံးဖို့ပြင်ဆင်နေကြပါတယ်ဒါကြောင့်မို့လို့လူစင်တန်းဖြင့်တင်ပြီးတဲ့ဓမ္မကိုပေါ်ထုတ်တော်မူတဲ့သမ္မာသမ္ဗုဒ္ဓကိုဥတရတဲ့သဘောဟာကမ္ဘာထုံးစံကြီးပါပဲ
Sarah explained, when it comes to knowledge or understanding, we come to understand because we are taught by other people, or sometimes we come through thinking or speculation we come to understand, or because there are people who have practiced life after lifetime and fulfilled the perfection, so they come to understand. As for the Lord Buddha, who he himself have perfected himself for uncountable lifetime, so as he made himself mature and more mature, and when he reached to the top of his maturity, and he had eradicated all the defilements or all the impurities, then he attained the title called Sambuddha. So if this title, the whole, as a whole, Sarah explained as Samma Sambuddha. So with this word Samma Sambuddha, it shown the virtues of the Lord Buddha, who had known what the truism of the world as it is and as they are. So now, as we are preparing to pay respect to the Lord Buddha, who have taught us to uplift oneself by taking up this Satipatthana meditation, so as we are now going to bow to the Lord Buddha, as we are going to uplift ourselves, then it is so natural to become a tradition in this world to pay respect to Lord Buddha.
အခုအဲ့ဒီလိုဂုဏ်အညီသွေးတွေနဲ့ပြည့်စုံတဲ့ဗုဒ္ဓဂုဏ်ကြီးနည်းနည်းထည့်သွင်းပြီးတော့ဥတိုက်ရှိခိုးပြီးပါပြီ။ဒါတော့တရဏဂုံဆောက်တည်နဲ့အပိုင်းရောက်သွားပါပြီ။သဘောတူတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်များတော့လိုက်ဆိုနိုင်ပါတယ်။အလုံးလိုက်ဆိုကြပါပဲ။
Sarah explained, we all have pay respect to the Buddha who have his incomparable virtues. Now Sarah will start to chant and we have to take refuge to the triple gem. Who want to take, you can chant.
Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami
Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami
Buddha Dhamma Sangha Yago Miruko Ya Anine Atima Pivare Suravali Di Kayura Babe The Chain Solution and Lolo Pare Tabi Velu Emana Linet Pisa Sheniro The Chain Tungi Sabito Suavare Puyo Lizaya Yaofi no?
But we have chanted just now